world tour real quick, or base tour. My last world got corrupted and deleted, thanks to a storm, so that was pretty cool. But so far I've done a pretty good job of making something nice, so I wanted to kind of make a quick little video to capture it forever type shit. So obviously we have a little farm right here. I don't want to use it very often. As you can see, also there we had just some farming villagers. That's where I bought my golden carrots and whatnot. A couple of horses, skeletons of course. This is the first floor of the tower. Let me actually back up. We can take a better look at the tower just a bit. See, there's a couple other things when we look up here, but this tower is there's a main one, and then there's 4 side ones. So when we go up to it, there's the first floor here. Obviously, it's quite obvious what this floor does. Floor bubble all the way up. My first batch of serfs and craftsmen are the best. Nice little potion room with, you know, a bunch of finished potions, all that, you know, the works. Little enchanting room. Honestly, I've never even actually used this room, to be honest with you, except for the chests. But that's for another area. This is the main room, you know what I'm saying? Got extra sets of armor. This guy randomly spawned in. Don't ask what he's named. Yes, sir. Then this is where the tower branches off a bit. I have all my librarians up in here. Now this was a pain in the ass to do, let me tell you. Made it look all nice. Then over here, I got some of these guys, some clerics. This, as you can see, I did not finish out because I don't really need too many of these guys, to be honest. Come through here, we have a little bit of another portal. Kind of fuck with this area a little bit. Mind my PS4 loading times. No calm little nether, nothing crazy. Have a ice path to the other base on this map that it's not mine. And so there's nothing quite there to look at quite yet, so it's just a cool looking path. Nice finished ice highway for now. And we come out of here, and that pretty much does it for the tower. There's an extra area up here where I can kind of enter in through you know, flying, coming down from wherever. But besides that, the rest of this tower is mainly structure, just to kind of make it look pretty. Now I can kind of move on to some of the farms I got here. This is a new area I've just recently built, but it's kind of turned into one of more of my favorites. I have kind of a suspension bridge here kind of thing. Let me actually turn this off. This is a kind of a dye machine right here, is where I get all my dye for making different types of wools. Cool little pirate ship is floating here. This is modeled after those inn ships, but had to change some of the blocks for them, of course, since they're not made of wood. Just recently started adding these into these. I fuck with these balloons heavily. These go crazy. Fly up to here. This is my more developed nether island. Obviously it's a red biome. Got my nice little nether fortress up in here. Obviously no crazy mobs or nothing, but I fuck with this. I like this structure. It's pretty nice. And we got 2 lava streams going down, infecting the earth below for extra aesthetic. We fly up here. We have This is my nice little plains biome island. It'll got a couple farms here. This is my lava farm. Just in case I ever need lava, I can always get this plus 12 more on standby at all times. This is my my own design for the most part, as far as the smelter part of this. And actually, no, I actually forgot. I made this double. This is my own design right here, as far as a fuel farm. Uh, Definitely was helped by like JC Plays, as far as the first part of the kelp thing. But after that, made it a double wide, extra long pause, and yeah, no, it's a hell of a machine on a full chug with all the furnaces running at once. I'm making over 1,000 of these fuel blocks an hour, and each one of these fuel blocks down here can burn 20 blocks, and I have well over double chest of them right now because the way the machine works is you kind of have to let it continuously run and run and run and run until all the hoppers are overfilled, and that's when all the machines are working all at once. It's kind of like an overflow system because double chests and I don't have to go too deep into it, but the overflow, hey man, it goes bonkers. Let me tell you, I'm pretty proud of this machine right here. But besides that, I have just a simple auto smelter right here. This is just from a tutorial, I forgot which one, but it's pretty simple. I feel like this is a pretty common one right here. Have a nice little storage area, it's kind of my storeroom, you know, shit, storing shit, you know what it is. Then we have a cool little house. There's a calm little abode real quick. I sleep here more often than not. Just because I'd be doing shit up at the farms. You know, collecting materials, doing whatnot, smelting shit. And my two more favorite farms, or my three favorite farms, as, I guess four, technically. You have my gold farm, iron farm, and dual gunpowder and paper farm. This one's much more compact for the two. This right here creates ridiculous amount of sugarcane for how small it is. And then I have it run down into an auto crafter system down here, creating lots of paper for me just on whenever I want. And then right above that, I just have a shit ton of gunpowder. And this is where I get all my fireworks from. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, don't gotta worry about that ever. And I don't have to have a huge... I still do have some river covered in sugarcane, but psh, that ain't too big of a deal. Come down over to here. We can kind of take more of a detailed look at some of the islands, because this island does have a little bit of a, supposed to be, not quite a story, but it's supposed to be able to tell a story with the land, you know. Rose up out of the ground here, it eventually filled in with water. It was chained down, like directly above it, type shit, but this chain broke. And it started to leak and fucking rust into the ground over there. That shit was kind of whack. And, yeah, shit was no bueno. Now this chain's the only one holding it on. It has two orders. And technically there's a fish farm up there, but for the life of me, I can't get the fish farms to work. I don't know if it's me or what, but yeah, I'm not sure. We got this little calm little blue island up here. I'm planning on making a bastion up here, but I just haven't got around to it. I have like all the stuff for it. I like damn near destroyed a whole bastion. Calm little raid farm. That's nothing crazy. I really do miss they nerfed the shit out of them, so they can't be as good as they used to be, but you know, they're still pretty decent. You know, they get what you need. Over here, this is the farm that low-key has been carrying me. This is why this area is the reason I've never used my enchanting room inside my tower. This is my zombie pigman farm here. As you can see up there was 4 portals. I don't know if did see it. You can see there 4 total portals. All of them break in hella quick. We load this up and you can actually see. Just flick this switch and eventually, yep, they start flowing down. We can let them just build on up. There we go. That's really kind of coming in. Flip this on. It does get pretty loud. But yeah, these guys they just get cooked. Everything flows through here. It is definitely pretty loud, so I won't stay here for very long. But this thing can, let's see how it can get quickly. Give me to 30 real quick from 25. Or let me get actually on a stream here. I'm absorbing it through the floor here, so I might be missing some. Ooh. That's what you're really supposed to sit is right here. It's real nice system. All of the stuff, just the stuff I don't want, the swords and the zombie flesh, just goes straight down. Don't have to worry about that ever. And this water flow system is a genuine dude whoever made it, very smart, because I was having a lot of trouble trying to keep up with the amount of items I was getting in my farm before I figured out or saw this on another dude's design. And the only thing about this farm is it does take a little bit to fizzle out. I can probably just leave this area or let them just kind of live for now. See, this is the chest system I need for this machine. Running this machine overnight, if you were to AFK, it usually fills up to about that third chest row of chests full of golden nuggets. It's kind of ridiculous. But besides that, we have just a little iron farm up here. This is nothing crazy. This has provided me with more iron than I've really ever needed, and I think it does. I think it was like 400-ish or something an hour, 500-ish. Nothing really crazy, but it gets the job done. Then just kind of have a little bit of a kind of look at the base so far. My plan coming up here with these balloons is I need to make about 9 more, or I guess technically with those 2, if you count those 2, that would be about 8 more. Kind of light up the whole sky with a whole bunch of them. It's going to be a cool little project, and I'll definitely update this little video once it gets there. But besides that, there's only one other farm, and that's the drowned farm. But it's pretty far away. It's nothing crazy to look at. And yeah, I have a little sheep farm here. This is a calm little flex just because another thing I was talking about how much iron this thing gets. Each one of these have like 9 shears in them, and at least all of them have one unbreaking 3 in them. And on top of that, it's gotten to the point where I'd be using iron as like building blocks in some places. But I do recommend, I forgot exactly the design or who built it, but I will go show the design real quick in case you want to kind of take a look, because it's real simple. You just get a platform for the iron golems to spawn and stuff all these villagers inside this place. So much easier than a lot of other designs I've seen where you have to line them up one by one or whatever. You can just stuff these villagers in here and the iron golems will spawn for you. Real simple. And then I do recommend building a what's it called, a lightning rod like that, because if the lightning does strike, they will get one witch and then you're cooked. And let me tell you, just getting villagers together like this, anyone who's ever fucked with villagers knows how much of a pain in the ass that is. But ooh, there is one more area. Almost forgot. We can kind of go over here. It is in the tower. I don't really go to it all too often anymore, except when I need bones. But this is the original farm, and the reason this thing, I have a bubble elevator to begin with to my upper area. Come down through into here. And this was the OG farm that was carrying. Got a skeleton farm, or skeleton, let me clear my throat here. I have a skeleton farm down here, and I have it set up to be an automatic one at this point. It used to just be a, you know, you wait for him to spawn in and drop, and now you can turn on the trident killer and it gets the job done. Got the little diamond mine down here. And then you just hit the bubble elevator back up. And that is the base.